Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren Sheeler. I'm a health educator with Hokie Wellness for Employees at Virginia Tech. And today I'll be sharing some information with you about LiveHealth Online, which is a telehealth platform available to Anthem CovaCare members. This platform gives employees access to not only virtual medical care, but also psychology, psychiatry, EAP services, and more. And at this particular time, there's no copay at all for any of the services accessed via LiveHealth Online. So this really is a great benefit that offers a layer of convenience of being able to connect with providers virtually versus having to wait for an appointment in person or travel to an appointment in person. So we want to make sure that our employees are aware of this neat benefit for Anthem members. So to do that, I am going to take you through a tutorial today and just give you a tour of the web platform so that when you log in, you're familiar with how to utilize it and how to set up appointments and so forth. So I'll share some information as well about the various services that are offered. Let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to keep my video off so that you can see my whole screen. To utilize LiveHealth Online, you will go to livehealthonline.com. If you have not visited this webpage before, you will click on Sign Up. So this tab in the top right-hand corner of your screen. And here you'll just provide some basic information. So name, email, you'll create a password, and certainly read through the terms of use and privacy policy and agree to those. So you can go ahead and fill this out. If you have already created an account with LiveHealth, then on the home screen, you can just simply click Login. So I have an account already, and as you can see, it will save your information for easier login. So I'll just go ahead and click Login. Okay, on your home screen, once you've logged in, you will see a screen that looks like this. This is kind of a menu of services of what LiveHealth Online has to offer, and there are a variety of things here to explore. For the purposes of this particular tutorial, I would like to highlight medical services, psychology services, psychiatry services, and EAP. There are a few different ways to navigate through the various services on this website. You can click here to browse by category. So you can just select your service that way, or you can browse through the box icons and choose down through here what you would like. There's also a filter here on the left-hand side to indicate if you want to see services that are available live right now for a visit, or if you would like to see services for which you can schedule an appointment. So we'll start with the option for a medical appointment. If you need to schedule a virtual doctor visit, so maybe you have a sore throat or a cough or something else going on that you would see a medical provider for, this is the option that you would select for that. So once you get to this screen, you can either select this green button that says Get Started to meet with the first available provider, or you can scroll down and choose a specific provider and explore your options this way. So you see here, you can see the doctor's name, their title, if they have a specialty area, you can see their rating and their availability. This green Start Visit banner that you see here means that a provider is available right away to see you. The orange banner indicates that a provider has at least one patient waiting. You can click on each provider's profile and read more about them, their background, their years of experience. So you can kind of toggle through here and read a little bit more about the providers. Once you have done that, just go ahead and select the provider that you would like to see for your visit. And if your provider is available right away, of course, you can go ahead and click Start Visit, or you can hop into the waiting room for another provider. Once you click this green Start Visit button, it does not automatically turn your video camera on and start the visit, but instead it will ask you for a little bit of information first. in order to let the provider know what you'd like to be seen for. So you'll provide some information about your symptoms, maybe your medications, etc., as well as your pharmacy of choice should you need anything prescribed. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that as of right now, there is no copay associated with any of these telehealth services through LiveHealth Online. What is important to know is that after you click Start Visit and fill in your visit information, it will show a copay up until right before you click to actually start the telehealth visit with the provider. However, that copay will be covered at 100% by your plan. So that is not something that the provider is going to be asking you for payment for. Once the visit is complete and everything has been processed, the system will recognize that that copay has been covered because you're an Anthem member who is utilizing the LiveHealth service. Certainly, if you have any issue with that at all, you can contact Anthem to inquire, but we certainly don't expect that you would have an issue. After you see a provider using this platform, you can access the record of that visit here at the top of the screen using this My Records option. You can access information here about all of your past telehealth visits, and you can even download your records to share with your regular PCP or others on your medical team if you like. Something that is also helpful to know is that there is a LiveHealth medical visit option for children as well. So if your child is sick and you would like to utilize this platform for a sick visit, you can just do that by clicking LiveHealth Online Medical for Kids. And as you can see, the platform looks very similar here. We have our providers who you can click on, explore their profiles, and either start a visit right away if there's a provider available or hop into a waiting room. So this medical for kids option is for infants all the way up to age 17. So we have talked about how to initiate a medical appointment. Now let's go back and talk about how to schedule an appointment for mental health support services using this platform. So you've probably heard us talk a lot about the Employee Assistance Program this year that is commonly referred to as EAP. This is the health plan benefit where you can receive 4 free confidential counseling visits for any issue or challenge at all that you might be experiencing. And you can utilize your EAP benefit through the LiveHealth platform. To do that, you would just need to call the EAP phone number for Anthem, which is 1-855-223-9277. And when you call that number, just let the EAP team know that you would like to use your sessions via LiveHealth. And they'll provide you with a service key that you will enter here where it says add service key. And you can think of this kind of like a coupon code. Once that service key is entered, you will have an additional box icon that appears on your home screen, and it will be entitled EAP. You can then go in, select a provider, very similar to how we did for the medical option to schedule your appointment. Those sessions are covered at no cost at all to you as an employee. And just another quick reminder that with the EAP program, it is also available to your dependents as well as anyone who lives in your physical household, even if you do not carry them on your insurance plan as a dependent. Since I don't have the EAP option on my home screen, I won't be able to click into that, but certainly if you have any questions about that, reach out to the LiveHealth team at 1-888-548-3432. Their contact information can be found at the bottom of your screen here. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the psychology services option. So these are very similar to EAP services in that the providers that are available for psychology appointments are the same providers that are available to meet with you for an EAP appointment. And this can get a little bit confusing, but really the only difference in these two services between psychology and EAP is the way that Anthem processes an EAP claim versus a non-EAP psychology claim on the back end and how it's paid. So we certainly encourage you to utilize your EAP sessions first if you like, but for if any reason you'd rather go straight to the psychology benefit without using EAP, that is an option that's available to you. So if you click on psychology here, the platform looks pretty similar. A couple differences here. You can either navigate your appointment options by date or by provider. So if you have a specific date in mind that you would like to schedule an appointment, you can certainly start there. And honestly, that's a little bit of an easier way to navigate the platform. So today is November the 8th. You will see that there are providers that have availability as early as today and on into this week. So that is very encouraging in terms of availability to get an appointment in a timely manner. So let's say that tomorrow, November 9th, works best for my schedule. I can click on that date and it brings up a list of which providers are available for me to schedule with. As you can see, there are some providers who have fairly late availability in the day. So just keep that in mind. There is pretty great flexibility here to work with almost any schedule. As you'll see here on November 13th, there is also occasionally some weekend availability as well. So just keep that in mind. Now, alternatively, if you would like to find a specific provider and explore provider profiles first before looking at dates, you can certainly do that. Again, this kind of looks similar to the medical appointment option. You can click on providers, find out a little bit about them, about their background, how many years they've been practicing. So you can explore as many providers as you like. So once you choose a provider that you'd like to see, you can go ahead and click schedule appointment here on this blue banner to choose a date and time. One thing to know about this service is that providers are able to choose how often and how far out they would like to update their calendars. And so there may be providers that have lots of availability on their calendars, even months in advance. However, some providers may prefer to update their availability every couple weeks versus blocking time off so far in advance. So if you don't happen to see a date or time that would work for you on a provider's calendar, just keep checking back frequently and you may actually find that their calendars open up as the date that you're hoping to book gets closer. So the way that you would view a specific psychologist's availability is click on their profile and go to schedule appointment, and it will give you some options here as well as time. So you can just choose what works best for your particular schedule. Also wanted to highlight here in the bottom left-hand corner with this particular psychologist as a good example, there are providers that treat children ages 10 and up. So these providers will have a blue banner across their profile like you see here. Again, similar to the medical visits, a copay will show here up until right when you actually begin the appointment, but this won't be something that is actually charged to you as again, these services are free to all Anthem members at this time. We have covered medical visits, EAP, and psychology visits so far. And the last thing I want to go over with you is psychiatry services. So we're back at the homepage now. We'll click on psychiatry. Psychiatry providers see folks ages 18 and above and are able to prescribe medications. The first appointment is typically between about 30 and 50 minutes, with follow-up appointments typically being around 15 minutes. Please note that telehealth psychiatry providers on this platform do not prescribe controlled substances. So you will see a page here similar to the one we just looked at with psychology. The only difference really is that the service is different and the providers are different. So you can choose psychiatrist either by date or provider. So again, you'll see there's actually a lot of availability even within today and the rest of this week, all the way through the next couple of months. So good news for provider availability. If finding a specific date and time that works best for your schedule works as the best way for you to navigate scheduling an appointment, then you can schedule by date here as we talked about, or similar to before, you can scroll down through the provider profiles and click through these to see which specific provider you would like to check availability for. So to do that, we'll just click on a psychiatrist profile, click schedule appointment, and we can see that this provider has availability as early as today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Again, there's going to be a visit cost that shows here, but it will not be something that the provider is asking you to pay. That will go away once the visit begins, right up until when the visit begins. So again, just another example of how we can go in and look at a provider's calendar with their availability. Okay, that is psychiatry. So we'll go back to the home page just for a last few minutes. Hopefully this video has been helpful in familiarizing you with the LiveHealth online platform. It truly is such a wonderful platform that's available to Anthem members. Again, just making it very convenient to get medical care and mental health support from anywhere. Again, we do encourage you to explore these additional services even outside of what we talked about today. So these include a specific allergy care service, a Cleveland Clinic medical option. There's a really neat breastfeeding support option where folks can meet with a lactation consultant, a counselor, or a registered dietitian for support in that area. There is also an option here to access medical care in the language of Spanish, and there's also an option for healthy sleep services. So certainly feel free to explore any of those that may be of use to you. If you have questions about services provided by LiveHealth Online or specific questions about your access, please reach out to the LiveHealth team at 1-888-548-3432. And from all of us in Hokie Wellness, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today.